and welcome GCS. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. We are going to work on a couple of yoga moves and yoga postures and yoga flows that's going to help increase our flexibility and reduce our stress. So go ahead and grab your yoga mat if you have a yoga mat. If not, it's just fine to do it right on the ground. If you need, make sure you have your water with you, as I have mine. I also have my little mouse here to make sure that my screen doesn't go black on me. And we'll see how things go. If you need, remember you can always have a pillow with you. Whenever we get into our very first pose, our easy pose, because we're going to start things nice and slow, like always, we're going to do a nice little gentle warm-up and everything. But if it isn't comfortable sitting directly on the floor like this, you can always take a pillow and place it up underneath your bottom. That kind of helps you set back a little bit. It relaxes the hips, takes the pressure off the knees. Whatever is most comfortable for you, that's what I want you to do. And then also remember, you have that ability to click pause if you need to. Remember, we're not going to do anything that causes us any pain or discomfort. We are just going to practice our yoga. No perfection, just practice. All right. So sitting up nice and straight and tall in our easy pose. You have your legs crossed if that's comfortable for you. We're going to rest our hands on our knees. Okay. Sitting up nice and straight and tall, lengthening out our spine, dropping the shoulders back and down, opening up that heart and chest. Very good. Remember, you can tuck that chin ever so slightly. You can take your gaze down towards the ground. Or if you want, you can go ahead and close the eyes. Whatever, again, is most comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Breathing in, think opening and expanding those lungs. Opening and expanding the diaphragm. As you exhale, contracting those belly muscles. Inhale, soft belly, opening up. And exhale, contracting. Good job. Let's do a couple more deep yoga breaths in. Kind of clearing out the mind. Centering our thoughts. Letting everything go. So that we're here in this present moment. Right here, right now. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. One more time, deep yoga breath in. And release. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and take our ear over to our shoulder. Nice stretch. The side of the neck. We're not pulling on the head. We're just letting gravity do the work. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Roll that chin down towards the chest. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And roll it on over to the other side. Shoulders relaxed. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Taking things nice and slow. Deep breath in. And exhale. Roll that chin back down to the chest. And lift up. Oh, we got Miss Mittens coming in for us. Roll those shoulders back. Loosen them up. Good job. Lifting up and back. Think big circles. Up and back. Up and back. And then reverse. Bring them forward. Reaching up and around. Down. Up and around. Down. One more time. Up and around and down. Good job. Wonderful. Take those arms out to the side. We're going to inhale, stretch and reach those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale back down to the ground. Inhale, stretch and reaching up. And exhale down. And one more time, big inhaling up. And exhaling down. Good job. From here, let's bring those hands to our heart. We're going to do our little heart opener. Inhale, opening up those arms nice and wide. Perfect. Exhaling back. Good job. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale, contracting those belly muscles. Inhale, opening up. And exhale back. Beautiful, beautiful. Take those hands back down to the knees. We're going to do a little roll and rotation, taking the belly down to the knee, rolling it over to the other side, and rocking it back. Good. Loosening up and through the waist and low back. Just getting our body prepared and ready. Bringing in that oxygen-rich blood. Warming up the muscles. Switch directions. Good job. Nice and easy. Loosening up. Good. Do one more rotation around and back. Good. Let's take those arms out in front of us. Fingertips down and up. And down, and up, and down, and up. Bring those palms together. Interlock those fingers, very good, and roll them out. Roll out the wrists. Loosen it up. Good. Very nice. Bring it back to the center here. I want you to press those palms away from you. Stretch out the palms. Stretch out those fingers. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, stretch and reach up. And we're going to come over to the side. And back to center. And over to the other side. We're keeping both of our bum cheeks firmly rooted and planted to the ground beneath us. Good job. Bring it back to center. Deep breath in. And exhale, take it down. Good. Shake it on out a little bit. We are going to take these legs, lengthen them out in front of us. Oh, nice and easy. Shake them out. We've got to get the blood flowing in the legs here. So we're going to point our toes and flex. And point the toes and flex. And point and flex. Good job. Roll out the ankles, wiggle the toes, and we're going to come in a seated forward fold. So what I want you to think about is those legs out nice and long. Our toes are flexed up towards the ceiling. Our spine is lengthened up towards the ceiling as well. Inhale, stretch and reach those arms up. As you exhale, you're hinging at those hips, reaching as far as you can. Maybe you're reaching for the knees, the shins, the ankles, the feet. But I want you to find where it's comfortable for you, and I want you to stay there. We're going to hold the seated forward fold. So a little information about this pose here. This pose helps us develop patience. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And it also helps to soothe and refresh our mind. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Slowly release. Coming up. Shake out the legs a little bit if you need to. We're going to do that one more time. It always seems like you can stretch a little bit further that second time round. So feet are flexed. Inhale, reach those arms up, lengthening up and through our spine. Exhale, folding forward. See if you can come a little bit further in the stretch. Good job. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, working on that patience, right? And again, deep breath in. Soothing and refreshing our minds. Exhale. Good job, good job. Slowly release. Come up nice and slow. We're going to come into a little head to knee pose. I'm going to move my water on over to the side here. I'm going to bring my left foot in first. Okay? So you bring that foot in through to the side. Keep that leg lengthened out nice and long. You're going to inhale, stretch and reach up. Elongating the spine, right? Exhale, hinging at the hips. Just like our seated forward fold, we're coming. Now, even though we're calling it a head to knee pose, it doesn't mean that your head has to get down there. It's just as far as you can go. We're just practicing. You're going to hold it here wherever it's comfortable for you. This posture helps to regulate our digestion. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Good job. Slowly release. Coming up. We're going to lengthen out this leg. And we're going to switch. Bring in that opposite leg. Okay? So we brought in the right foot. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. Good job. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Stretch as far as you can. Wherever it is comfortable for you, take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. Beautiful. Slowly come up and out. Very good. I want you to extend that leg back out. Shake both of them out. We're going to do a combination here. We're going to go back. We're going to pull in that left foot. Okay. We're going to work from our head to knee pose, and we're going to take ourselves into cow face pose. So inhale, stretch and reach those arms up. Exhale, folding forward, stretch as far as you can. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. From here, we're going to come up nice and slow. All I'm going to have you do is lift this leg up so that we can pull this foot through. Okay? And we're going to take this foot and bring it around to the other side. So, if you want, maybe you need to keep it right here. So we were in head to knee pose. I'm lifting up my right leg, pulling that left foot through. Okay? The other foot comes over up on top. Cow face pose. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. Looks like we have our knees stacked on one another. It's going to open up those hips. This posture is supposed to help soothe and calm the mind. Bring those palms together. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Slowly release. Take those hands down. Take that leg back out. Bring that foot out, and let's switch. Shake them out if you need to. Remember, head to knee first, so I'm bringing in that right foot. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward, reaching for the foot. See if you can reach as far as you can go. Nice stretch. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Come up nice and slow. We're going to do that exact same thing. So I'm going to lift up that left leg so I can pull my right foot through. And then that left leg comes up over ready for our cow face pose. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. Going to calm our mind, bring those palms together. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. You just saw the FedEx guy go past. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Very good job. Slowly release. Take those hands down. Lengthen out that top leg. And bring the bottom one out and around. Shake it out. Loosen it up. We are going to bring the soles of our feet together. Typically we do a bound ankle pose where we're holding on to our ankles. So most of you know that one, but we're going to try something a little bit different. It's called cobbler pose. So all we're going to do is take our hands, interlock our fingers, and wrap them around our feet. And same thing, for us beginners, we can just gently bounce those knees up and down. This helps to increase our flexibility in our hips and our ankles. Just nice little bounces up and down. Deep breath in and out. Good job. Now you can keep it here. If you wanted to go a little further into the stretch, what you can do is holding on to those feet. We're going to start to bring our head down towards our feet. So as far as you can go, maybe that's just coming forward here, maybe a little bit further, as far as you can go. Whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to hold the pose, or you can continue to bounce. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Come up nice and slow. Very good. We're going to take those legs out. We're going to shake them out. Good job. And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves onto our hands and knees. So coming up into our tabletop position here. What we're going to do is a little cat and cow. So we have our hands directly underneath our shoulders, our knees directly underneath our hips. I'm going to inhale, looking up, and exhale, tucking the chin, rounding out the shoulders. Inhale, our belly sags. Good job. Exhale, tucking. Inhale, releasing, coming up. And exhale. And again, inhale, coming up. And one more time, exhale. Good job. Coming back to center, we're going to sit ourselves back into a child's pose. So we're going to rest our bum down into the heels. Now remember, we have a couple different options with this. If this is hard on the knees, you can take a small pillow, place it up underneath you. You can rest back. That takes a lot of pressure off the knees. Reaching forward, stretch, lengthening out the arms. The forehead comes to the floor. But again, if this is uncomfortable, you can always stack the arms, or maybe you'd rather use that pillow for your head instead. There are so many different variations with what we can do with all of our yoga poses. The goal here, though, is to relax the forehead to the floor. The muscles in the neck and the shoulder are relaxed. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. I want you to come up nice and slow. Okay? From here, we are going to go into our downward facing dog. So we're going to come back to our tabletop. We're going to tuck those toes under. We've done this plenty of times. Our fingers are spread out nice and wide. We're going to press through those hands. We're going to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. So you're pressing back with the hands. Hips reach towards the ceiling and our heels reach towards the floor. We have our ears in line with our arms. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. See, we have Miss Mittens visiting again. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. In our downward facing dog, this helps to restore our energy, helps to improve our circulation. We're going to try something that we've never done here before. So if you need to, you can hit the pause button or you can watch it and then pause. But all we're going to do is allow that weight of our hips to come and shift forward, almost like into a plank, but releasing the hips down towards the ground, okay? We're going to untuck the toes. Very good. Heart and chest are open, lifting up. This is our upward facing dog. Okay, take a deep breath in. And exhale, feel stretch down in the belly. Tuck those toes back under. Good job. And we're going to press it back up into our downward facing dog. And then drop those knees down to the floor. And press it back down into our child's pose. Very good. Our child's pose helps to relieve fatigue. Helps to relieve stressful feet. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. I'm going to try that again. We're going to come up, tabletop, okay. Tuck those toes under. We're going to press it up into our downward facing dog, okay. All we're going to do from here is add a little different variation. So from here in our downward facing dog, we're going to lift our right leg up. I'm going to scoot up here so you can see this a little better. So we lift the right leg up. I'm going to bring it down and forward towards the elbow, towards the hand. I'm going to place it on the floor, untuck the toe and release. So this is our pigeon pose. We're going to hold it right here. You can even come up on the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Shoulders are back and down. Heart and chest are open. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Very nice. Place both of those hands back onto the floor. We're going to tuck that toe under. We're going to use the strength of our body, pressing up and back into that downward facing dog. Good job. Good job. Let's go ahead and let those knees drop to the floor. We're going to give ourselves a couple breaks in between this. This is something new that we're learning. We want to take our time, sitting back into the child's pose. Rest those wrists and hands. Rest the neck and the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Let's slowly bring ourselves back up to that tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck those toes under. We're going to prepare for our downward facing dog. So toes are under, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Good job. This time we're going to lift up that left leg. Bend that knee, bring it forward. Knee comes down to the floor. Release the toes. Coming up to our fingertips. Good job. Take a deep breath in. Heart and chest are open. Shoulders are rolled back and down. Exhale. Good job. Pigeon pose helps to relieve tension. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. We're going to tuck those toes under. Place the hands back down to the ground. Raise ourselves back up into that downward facing dog. And drop the knees down to the floor. Back into our child's pose. Beautiful. Allow yourself to take a little break here. Relax the neck. Relax the shoulders. Loosen up the wrists. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Good job. We're going to allow ourselves to come up here, back into our tabletop. We are going to go ahead and stand up. We're going to get ready for our mountain pose. I'm going to have to adjust my camera here. Let's see. Probably bring my mat back a little bit so you can see me. All right, let's see if that works. Why don't you take a drink of water, get yourself a little break. I don't think I'm still going to be far enough, am I? Let's see here. Bring it back even further. Maybe that'll work. Oh dear. Alright, let's try. Hopefully that'll help us out. Alright, I'm going to try to keep my mouse near me here too, because I'm always afraid my screen's going to go black and I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. But for mountain pose, we're going to go into a half standing forward fold, and then we're going to go into a full forward fold. From there, we're going to try a high lunge and a low lunge, so it's going to be a little bit of a sequence. We'll do it on one side, the left or the right, and then we'll switch, okay? So what I want you to do is getting in mountain pose. If you remember what mountain pose is, that's just us standing with our feet flat on the floor, okay? I'm going to turn to the side here so you guys can see everything. They're about hip width apart, so they're not real wide, but our ankles aren't smashed together. So nice and comfortable. Standing up nice and straight and tall. Imagine those feet becoming rooted and grounded, connecting with the earth's energy. Standing up nice and straight, roll those shoulders back and down, lengthening out the spine. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Very good. Deep breath in, and exhale. Good. We're going to inhale, reach those arms up in the air in line with the ears. Exhale, we're going to hinge at those hips, coming forward. Or a half forward fold. So those hands, you see my back kind of basically looks like I'm in a tabletop, a standing tabletop. You can come over, put a cup of tea on my back, and hopefully it wouldn't spill. So this is our half forward fold. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. This posture helps to calm our mind. Again, we're working on relieving stress, increasing our flexibility. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow those hands to come down as far as they possibly can go. It doesn't matter if they reach the floor or not, it's okay. Just reach as far as you can go, shake out the head, loosen up those muscles. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. From here, we're going to add on a little bit. So if the hands are not reaching the ground, I want you to bend the knees so you can get up there, because we're going to step it back with our right foot. We're going to come into our high lunge, okay? Got to adjust myself on the mat. What I want you to be careful of and make sure of is that you see my knee is right in line with my ankle. So we're going to keep our hands on the floor though for this. It's okay if you have the hands flat down or fingertips. If you need to, you can even do fists. Whatever feels most comfortable for you, I want you to do. This is going to really help to stretch out the groin and the legs. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, good job. From here, this is our high lunge. We're going to drop the knee down for a low lunge, okay? You're going to untuck that toe. You can keep it here. If you want, you can raise it up. Those hips are facing forward, pressing forward. If you want to, you can also inhale, stretch, reach and look up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And again, deep breath in and exhale. Good job. Slowly take those arms down. Okay. They're going to come to either side here, right? I'm going to tuck those toes under. I'm going to lift it back up to my high lunge. And I'm going to step it back. Bring my feet together. Lock them in. We're back in our forward fold. We're going to come up nice and slow. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. And down. Good job. Shake it out. Loosen up. We're going to do a little more because we got to switch it over to the other side. So, get a drink if you need it. Hit pause if you need it. Whatever you need to do. We're going to keep moving though. So back into our mountain pose. Our feet are hip width apart. Nice and comfy. Inhale, stretch and reach those arms up. Exhale, hinging at those hips, reaching forward, then reaching down. Right for those shins. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, allowing yourself to completely fold over into our standing forward fold. Shake and release. Let go of any tightness, tension, soreness. Let it all go. Remember, if those hands are not reaching the floor, bend the knees, get those hands on the floor, and this time we're going to step it back with the left foot. Stepping it back for our high lunge. Again, remembering to keep our knee in line with the ankle. Nice stretch. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's slowly drop that knee down for a low lunge. Untuck the toe. Remember, we can keep it right here if we want to. We can raise it up, holding on to the knee. Pressing those hips down and forward. Good job. And if you like, you can inhale, reach those arms up. Looking up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Again, deep breath in. And exhale, dropping those hands down. Very good. You got to get out of this pose. We're going to take those hands back down to the floor. We're going to tuck those toes under. Come back up to our high lunge. Good job. And then we can step it back. Bring those feet together nice and slow. Good job. We're in that standing forward fold. We're going to release. Coming up nice and slow. Inhale, reaching those arms up overhead. And down. Good. Shake it out. Loosen yourself up. Get a drink of water if you need it. All right. Seems like my picture always gets dark here. I'm not real sure why it always does that for me. Let's give this a try here. Okay. A couple more poses. I'm going to keep my mouse with me. We are going to do our warrior pose, which you guys know all about this one. Pull back a little further. All right, good. So we're going to take our legs nice and wide, right? We're going to do a sequence of our warrior straight into our triangle. So opening up those legs nice and wide. The feet are both facing forward. Okay. We're going to start on the right side. So I'm going to open up that right foot. Open it up. Okay. Bend that knee. I'm going to inhale, reaching those arms out to either side. Beautiful. From here, I want you to think about those shoulders being back and down. help to strengthen our legs and our back. It's going to help to focus our mind. We're going to look over the fingertips of the right hand. Good job. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. From here, we're going to go into that triangle pose. So all I want you to do is straighten out that leg. Perfect. And reach past those tips of the toes. Imagine reaching past them and folding over into triangle. Triangle pose helps to regulate our digestive system. Lots of different variations. Now, maybe triangle pose for you is just reaching to the knee, reaching to the shin, maybe down to the ankle or the foot, or down to the floor. What I want you to think about though is that heart and chest being open. You can look down, you can look straight ahead, or you can look up. Let's take a deep breath in, and exhale. And again, deep breath in. Bend that knee to get us up and out. We're going to press through that foot, take it right back to that warrior. Good job. Drop the hands down, lengthen out the leg, bring the foot forward. We're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Okay, so the legs are staying out nice and wide. We're going to open up the left foot. We're going to bend that left knee. We're going to get ready for our warrior. Reach those arms out nice and wide. Heart and chest are open. Shoulders are back and down. We don't have them hunched up towards our ears. Lengthen them out and look over those fingertips. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. From here, we're going to go into that triangle pose. So all we're going to do is lengthen out that leg, reach past those toes, reach, and folding it over. Remember, it's here, maybe it's the shin, the foot, the floor, whatever is most comfortable for you, looking straight forward, up the hand, down with the hand. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and again, deep breath in, and exhale. Good. We're going to bend that knee, press through that foot to reach us back into our warrior. Good job. Let those arms come down. Lengthen out that leg, bring the foot forward, and then we can heel toe it back in if you want, or you can just bring it all back together. Good job. Shake it out. Shake it out. Doing well, doing very, very well. We're going to go into what is called Garland pose. I think the majority of you probably know it as our frog pose. So what we're going to do is open up those legs a little bit wider than the hips. I want you to inhale, stretch and reach those arms up towards the ceiling. We're bringing our palms together. As I exhale, I'm going to slowly bring it all down. Bringing it down. Whatever is comfortable for you. Yes. If you can come the whole way down, that's fine. If not, keep it here. Okay? Bringing it down. You see I have my feet flat. I know some people will keep it up on their tippy toes. That's actually harder for me. But our elbows are on the inside of those knees. Kind of really opening up the hips. Stretching the ankles, back, and the groin. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. And one more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful job, beautiful. We're going to release. I'm going to get ourselves down to the ground. So whatever that is for you, releasing. You can take those hands down. You can come, or you can come straight up. Whatever you want to do. Whatever is best for you. But we're going to get down on the floor. So I'm going to bring the camera back down towards me here. There we are. Bring my mat maybe a little bit closer. I'm going to do a couple more floor poses here in our relaxation. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to try what's called candle pose. And then I'm going to take that candle pose. They also call it a shoulder stand. I'm not really getting too crazy. I'm going to show you some variations of it. If you don't feel like doing it, you don't have to do it. We're just going to give it a try, introduce it, see what we think. Okay? So what I want you to do to warm up for this, what we're going to do is hold on to those knees. We're going to do a little rocking and rolling. Pulling up in, tucking the nose in, rolling it back, and flowing. We're just preparing. Pulling back and up. Good job. This is a nice massage for the whole entire spine. Technically for the whole entire body. If you think about all the nerve endings we have that come out of our spine. One more time, reaching it back and up. Good job. Okie dokie. So for this pose, we're going to roll ourselves back. Our hands are down to our sides. Okay? Remember, this is a shoulder stand or candle pose. We're going to take those legs out long. We're going to lift them up, up, and up. We're reaching the toes towards the ceiling. We're supporting our back. Reaching. Now, this is kind of crazy. So they say this one prevents wrinkles, facial wrinkles. It tones the facial muscles. We're all going to be staying in this pose. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. If you want to go into plow pose, that's simply just hinging at the hips, reaching the feet, the toes up and over. Good job. Holding it here, take a deep breath in. And exhale. You can support the back. You can release. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. I want you to go back to supporting the back. Slowly releasing. We're going to keep our legs straight. Bring the hips down to the floor. We are going to go right into straight legs here. Straight up towards the ceiling. Working on the belly. Palms down to the sides. Good job. Toes are flexed. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. This is our raised leg pose. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. From here, I just want to do a little release, a little relaxation. I'm going to have you bend those knees. See if you can reach those hands to the outside of the feet. We're going to hold on for our happy baby pose. And just gently rocking left and right. Good job. Slowly releasing. Back and forth. Good job. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good. You can release. Bring it in for our wind relieving pose. Give yourself a little hug. We're going to pull the nose towards the knees. Hugging it in. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release. We're going to do a little spinal twisting. So we're going to drop those feet down to the floor. Take the arms out like a T. We're going to let both of our knees fall over to the right. And we're going to look to the left. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Slowly bring both of those knees back to center. Looking towards the ceiling. And then gently letting those knees fall over to the left as we look to the right. Good job. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Bring those legs back to center. I want you to lengthen everything out nice and long. Stretch the legs out. Reach the arms up overhead. Imagine somebody pulling you by your wrists, pulling you by your ankles. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. Slowly drop those arms down. We're going to come into our final pose here. It's called Shavasana or corpse pose. I like to call it rainbow pose. Makes me feel a little happier on the inside. Stretch those arms out. Relax the fingertips. Relax the shoulders. We're going to imagine with our eyes closed, relaxing all the muscles in our body, starting at that forehead, over the eyes, down the jaw, releasing the neck, over the shoulders, down the biceps, softening the elbows, down the forearms, right out through the fingertips. As you take that next deep breath in, imagine that heart opening up, bringing in and giving out all sorts of love. Exhaling, the body and the stomach become calm, soft, and relaxed. The muscles in the back release, down through those hips, over the thighs, softening the knees, down through those calf muscles and over the shins, releasing the ankles and letting any last bit of tightness, tension, or soreness exit right out through our toes. And know that all is well. I want you to take a deep breath in and exhale, enjoying the peace and the calm, enjoying the relaxation. Take a deep breath in, exhale, soothing and calming the nervous system, relieving any last bit of tension, stress, feeling calm and safe. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, I want you to smile to yourself for a job well done. And then gently begin to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And then very gently you're going to begin to pull those knees up into the chest, releasing that low back, but also giving yourself a hug. Squeeze those knees in. Gently rock left and right. Give that low back a little massage. Good job. Whenever you're ready, you can either rock yourself up to a sitting position, or you can roll over to the side, and then gently picking ourselves up. We're going to to come into our easy pose. Finish out our practice. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. You did a fabulous job today. Make sure you drink lots of water. You did a lot of stretching. You did some new postures, some new moves. So you might feel a little soreness, but that's why we drink the water. Let's take those hands out down to the side. Inhale, stretch and reach up towards the ceiling. Bring those palms together. Exhaling down to our heart. Namaste, GCS. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you next time.